We gonna get this shit right. What the fuck? Hold on. I'm gonna call a couple of people back who my mic was fucked up, so now they should be able to hear me. By the way, chat, I don't know why we still use Skype when I have Discord, but fuck it.
Yo,
Yo, what's good?
what's good, bro? Happy birthday,
Coolin', man. Nah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you. How you doing?
Listen,
Yo, hold on. Why you name Slowbucks, brother, bro?
bro, I named this like back in like 3 years ago. I was trying to get on, so I changed my name to that.
Where you from?
Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Which part of Indiana? Gary?
Hell no, nah. I mean,
Wait,
you're
Gary
like,
not lit?
bro, Gary is like, it's hella dangerous up there. We don't go up there.
Oh, that's where the goons at.
Yeah,
Oh
but
shit.
I live by Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Okay. How's the business out there?
I don't know, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Act. It's looking kind of rough.
You're not getting no
Indiana, bro.
chicks?
I mean, like, no. I'm just being I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not
you
gonna
get
get on here and use this
it.
cap.
I fuck with it. He said, nah.
Hey, listen, bro,
Oh,
but
shit.
I really called in because like I'm a chat representative,
Yeah.
and we just had some not demands, but we had some things we wanted you to put into effect as you turn however old you are, because we don't really know, but we
I'm
want you to
25.
bring back SoundCloud Sunday.
Hey, no, I was going to do SoundCloud Sundays today. That's why when I came on late, because I know like SoundCloud Sundays is going to take like 3 hours. Yeah. All right. Got you to SoundCloud Sundays. Go ahead. What else?
All right, we need you to start playing Call of Duty again, because that's when the streams were lit back
Call
then,
of
when you're
Duty?
like playing Advanced Warfare and all that shit.
You know what? I don't like this. Well, I'm an addict, right? So I'll do one thing repeatedly and never do anything again. Like that's why I go to casinos and you might be too. How old are you?
19.
Okay, so like I go to casinos, right? That's for like people who are over 20, whatever. And like I'll gamble every day. One time when I was working at Verizon Wireless, I used to go to the casino every single day. So I'm one of those people. If I start doing some shit, I could do it every day, right?
Got you.
So, like, Fortnite, I've been playing every single day since I pretty much got on it. I used to play Call of Duty. I don't play that shit no more. There's new one called Warzone, I think, right?
Yeah, that's like the Battle Royale joint.
Is it lit?
I like it. And it's free, so like there's hella people on
free?
it, so yeah. They made the Battle Royale portion free, but like if you want to get the full game with like campaign and all that, you gotta pay. So yeah, that's the only part of it that's free.
Oh, I had no idea. Okay.
So yeah, for real, I would just try it. Like,
All right.
you can get on stream and try it out or whatever.
All right. So remember when I was telling you, I was like, all right, if I'm doing, I consider this is prime time for streaming for me, right? I think 8 p.m. to like 1 a.m., but usually before midnight. That's like prime time where I feel that everybody just, whatever you do normally during the day, you're back home kind of kicking it, either about to go to sleep or about to get into something, right? So that's the perfect time for streaming. Video game streams, that's why I don't really stream video games anymore, because I be just streaming in prime time. By the way, I suck at every game. And those would be like early daytime streams, or like right now I'm just like, yo, it's my birthday, I just want to talk to you, so it's like late. But I'll do the Warzone thing, but y'all gotta play with me. Pause. Like y'all gotta make sure I do good.
Yo, who did you pay for Fortnite? Because I remember at the beginning, bro, it was like, I don't know. Did you have somebody train you?
Nah, bro. Like, yo, honestly, I literally just played it. Yo, I have a whole computer. That's what I'm saying. I'm an addict, dog. I was, when y'all were watching me at first playing Fortnite, I was just playing on my PS4, right? Yo, I played it so much, I switched the mouse and keyboard on the PS4, and everyone says, yo, you got to get a computer to really get better. Because I kept saying, how the fuck is Ninja this good? Everybody says, you need a dope-ass PC. It makes a huge difference. Yo, I go out, I buy, like, the most expensive PC possible. And ever since then, I've been playing on a PC. Like, this actually became my new streaming PC, too, which I don't stream as much. But, yeah, so I just played a lot. Like, that's my downtime. You get me? My whole downtime is, like, doing that because It's not like I'm out here like in the streets. You feel me?
No, I feel that. All right, so apart from that, you got to bring back the Tinder series.
Bring the
You
Tinder
got
series
to,
back.
got to.
Yo, I wish I knew the password for that one, bro.
You could
Yo,
just
wait,
make a
hold
new
on.
one, low key.
Wait, hold on. Is Tinder like? I just gotta be clear on this. Like, if I go
Uh-huh.
to like just chat or like one of those other like categories, is Tinder allowed on here? Because I think somebody had told me that it might not be, and I don't do nothing that like fucks with
I think it's only if like nudity is showing, right? But Tinder, you can't even show that.
Mm. Okay,
I think
okay,
you
okay.
should be okay, but you
Hey,
could double
hey,
check that.
hey, Twitch specialist, like, we good on the Tinder or not? Yo, what the fuck? Yo, I think Nav fans invaded my chat. They spamming all type of shit, man. Yo, these niggas is spamming like, what the
Post nav,
fuck?
post nav.
No, no, not even that. These niggas is posting like some jihad commands. Like, this shit is crazy. Yo, hold up. I don't want smoke like that. I was
Uh,
joking. I fuck with Nav. I fuck with the Brown Boys. I rock with the Brown Boys. Okay? Just don't do that to me. Okay? I don't know what type of shit these niggas on. Oh, shit. Yo, if you ever see my DMs, yo, all these niggas
the
name
nav
you.
fans.
Oh, yo, it's like it'll be like I thought it was fake pages, but it's just 50 niggas. First name that's Yusuf. I kid you not. I was like, oh I swear, bro. Like, yo, like I seen 4 in a row. Yusuf Singh. Yusuf Singh. I'm like, huh? Yo, it's a fake page, man. They made it. They made it 4 different times. It's real pages. I'm like, all right, I got it. I got it, bro. I got it,
Bro,
bro.
is this gonna change how you like report on nav?
Nah,
You
no.
shook?
No. Oh, by the way, and also too, I really only had to just throw some shade or just kind of light hate on him, because niggas like Nav, bro. Like, no disrespect, but yo, Nav's not built like that to call no niggas out, man. Like, don't do it to the blogger dude, bro. Like you're not built like that to call a rapper out, so don't call it. That's my only point, right? So,
Yeah.
him doing that, he must think that, like, yo, I'm just some peon. Now, I'm sorry, like, this is rap. Like, like, we built a really strong foundation here. We're not peons at all. So, I watched every interview he did for his press run this week. He had to talk about me. And he didn't look too happy when he had to talk about me. I'm sorry. When you do that, I'm going to show you that we have a force. Now, I'm not going to go out my way to fucking hate on the nigga all the time. You get me? It's just not that serious. Like, I mean, look at Young Bands. Like, I forgot about him. What's the other nigga's name? I keep forgetting his name. Like, D Savage. Like, even though those niggas' career are basically dead, I don't really care too much about them. Like, also, I'm not that petty. I know it seems like I'm petty, but I'm not that petty. Like, Metro Boomin said some shit to me, but Metro Boomin, like, I just like ignore that nigga. Like, whatever. I'm not gonna hate on him. And to be honest, shit, he's working on Savage Mode 2 with
21.
21, and 21 my guy. You feel me? So I can't wait to hear that. And remember me and Pierre Bourne, like, to keep it real, next time Pierre Bourne drop a project, because he produced some beats I kind of like now. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was predicting his fall off. You know me, I be praying for a nigga to fail when I like him. He can come up to Everyday Struggling. Me and him, we'll chop it up, or shit, we might beef it out, whatever the case is. But I'll do some content with him. I ain't holding on to that. But it's
Yo,
that shit right now. This shit right. Pause.
yo,
This shit is
act.
fresh. What up?
You think part of the issue is like what you specifically, your face is tied to like your brand, but like you go to somewhere like the Shade Room, you can't really pinpoint anybody at the Shade Room, or a complex. You can't pinpoint like a specific person, but it may be easier for people to get at you because you are like one dude who they can associate to your brand. You know what I mean?
No,
It's much more
100%.
easier to like get at you because they know, oh, that's Academics. But at Complex, who can you like really point at, like,
Yo,
and get at?
100%. And I'll say this because Nat mentioned this in the interview earlier, and I could understand when some people feel like this. Yo, I'm sorry. Yo, and I said this about the chat niggas. Yo, I love y'all, but y'all toxic, man. Like, yo, y'all really don't know that rappers do not like y'all. I'm telling you, to the point where, like, remember the first time I ever talked to Drake hit me like, yo, bro, chill, we're posting now on your page. Because, like, I always tell people on my page, there's nothing that's just like everybody's like, oh my god, we love it. Nothing. Like niggas hate everything. I'm gonna tell you how much. I've been posting whatever shit that 6ix9ine said about Meek or Meek said about 6ix9ine. You know Meek don't really like me like that. Bro, tell me how I posted a video of Meek Mill feeding his kid. Meek Mill, I don't think he ever DM'd me directly. He usually gets his mans to do it. Nigga, he finally DM'd me. Said, act, take my baby off your page, please. So, but, I had a very positive, caption. I was like, yo, Meek Mill, daddy duty, you know what I mean? Holding it down with his newborn, damn. And he got a blessing. His kid was born on the day he was born. I was giving a lot of props because bro's a baby, bro. I would never put no type of shade or hate on that, right? But, in the comments, y'all are violating. Chat niggas, it's not even chat niggas, just the audience that follow me, they mad toxic. you know what most of the top comments was? Yo, that's 6ix9ine kid now. Y'all bet his first word was Hooper. It's like, you can imagine Meek looking like, oh, let me see what they talking about my kid. What the fuck? Yo, that's what I'm saying. My audience. So when I was talking to Meek, I said, Meek, bro, wait, you have an issue with that? You posted to your story. I said, Shade Room got it up. You said, bro, whoa, just take it off your page. And I'm like, I get it, because it was nothing but just jokes. You know what I mean? Or Shade Room was like, oh. So to keep it real, part of it is that, why does this keep ringing? For everybody who's calling, I'm going to call everybody back, so you don't got to keep calling. Part of it is that, I'm a face of the brand type of shit, but also it's I ain't gonna lie, man, y'all are negative, bro. If you ever see my comment section, bro, it's nothing but cutthroat comments. There's nothing you post and a nigga just be like, oh, this is dope. Fuck that. It's a nigga got a joke to get off. Niggas joke on even the people they like. So, if you don't know, rappers and singers and everybody, they watch it, bro, it matters to them. That shit affects how they look at shit. You feel me? I told you, shit.
Oh, no, your page is not the place to go if you're looking for, probably positive reinforcement or whatever for whatever you drop, because it definitely is clowning a lot of the time, which is funny, but I can understand how that could affect people.
Yo, the comment section is the funniest part about it. You feel me? And what I tell people is let me go to Nav's point, because he mentioned, he was like, yo, man, because by the way, Nav, your whole little thing of trying to question what I do for the culture, it just won't work, but cute try. Anyway, when he was like, man, I just don't know why, everything, when he covers shit, he got to make it, super polarized and positive and negative. For example, he was saying, why if he posts album sales, he got to be is this a W or a L? You know what I mean? Yeah, nigga, that's how fans think, bro. Yo, these celebrities are so pussy. I'm sorry, man. You niggas make millions of dollars, and y'all be looking at comments trying to, find some reassurance of your own, fucking, self-esteem. Nigga, you, now should you give a fuck what a critic says. Your album, even if you sold 70,000 t-shirts, just made $1 million for your label. Shut the fuck up and understand that fans are going to like it and hate it. It comes with it. I always, I think I get it more than some of these rappers. The reason why I've been blessed in the position I am, and I could do things for my family, and I could, do things even for myself, I'm living a life I never thought I would ever live. It's because of not only the support, it's because of the hate. That's the facts. It's not only one side. It's not only the love, it's also the hate. You feel me? I am not as, big as I am if it's not love and hate.
You are hated on Twitter, bro. Oh, yeah, Twitter shits on you every day. You and Charlamagne get it the worst.
Nah, Charlamagne don't get it worse like me, bro. Who's more hated on Twitter? Me or Charlamagne don't get it like me. He don't get it like me.
Maybe not as much as you, but Charlamagne definitely gets shade thrown at him.
You know why Charlamagne don't get as bad as me? Because they've turned it into some Uncle Charlotte shit. I'm still the fuck nigga that represents everything they hate. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm the problematic fuck nigga who they're like, yo, we just don't like him, or they'll just be like, yo, he's just corny. You feel me? So they won't ever like me. It's one of those things where you have to completely just bitch out and like go to like simp school type of shit for them to fucking like you. You know what I mean? And it's all good. You know what I mean? I'm not tripping over it.
I think the most recent thing they got at Charlemagne for was I think he was interviewing Kalani and he asked her like, why couldn't you just forgive whoever was cheating on you or some shit like that?
Bingo. He was
And
like,
everybody got on his ass.
hold on. But didn't I tell y'all though? That's why I was like, yo, remember I was told about my Instagram captions? Bro, Twitter is so pussyfied, bro. By the way, Charlamagne has always made those comments like niggas act like Charlamagne's a saint. That nigga used to, and by the way, I'm not saying this to, bring it up. I know he's married now, but bro, he's been with the same woman for a long time. He used to cheat like a motherfucker. Like, he was a nigga who, the first interview I did with Charlamagne, the nigga was saying, bro, the only good relationship is some polygamy shit. He also said, yo, trust me, if that, and by the way, it probably goes viral at times too. Charlamagne was in an interview with me saying, yo, listen, ain't nothing better than a Nubian white queen. That was his thing. He was like, there ain't nothing better than that. He was like, yo, and I was like, all right, what is it? Like, why is it? Yo, he said some shit. If he said that now, niggas will crucify him. Because now, he's cleaned up a lot. He said in the joint, he was like, I ain't gonna lie, there's nothing better than just watching my black dick go in that white pussy. Like, to me, that's how shit was like. Like, he said that, and then he was like, yo, truth be told, sometimes it's too hot to be fucking another, like, I don't know, black on black skin be creating a lot of heat. Yo, say that shit now, it's over.
Nah, you canceled.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a changing of the times. And by the way, do I really think he feels or he's like prejudiced or colorist or something like that?
I think it's just jokes at the end of the day.
It was a shtick, bro. Like, it was jokes. You get me? Like I think he was joking with Kalani, trying to make light of some shit.
Nah, he was definitely joking. I don't think he was serious. Like, nobody's serious about stuff like that.
But what happened is that, like, yo, Twitter is so pussyfied. Like, they're like, oh my god, this is why, like, men shouldn't have platforms. He's low key. He's normalizing predatorial, abusive, mental abusive behavior. Like, shut the fuck up. He's trying to make a joke. He's an entertainer. But that's the reason why,
This is the one thing I don't get about Twitter. Like, for people like you, we'll use you as an example, right?
Yeah.
People on Twitter hate academics. So, if you really wanted academics to like stop existing or stop being a platform where people go to, you would just stop bringing up his name. Because the more, like, I think people only just talk about it to get likes. Like, it's not even to, really deter people from visiting the page. Like, you're just hating on him so that you can get likes and retweets.
Yo, I'm glad you brought that point up. You make such a great point, right? Yo, you know that day, like, I told you, like, nigga, I'm sorry, like, sometimes I be running out of shit to like, caption. Like, I seen fucking Kylie Jenner just obviously post a thirst trap to attract a bunch of niggas to her page. Sorry, I was like, bro, like, is this some OnlyFans type material, man? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm waiting for the Kylie Jenner, like, nude leak to happen. Now, don't take that and put it on Twitter because Twitter gonna make it sound bad. But I'm sorry, bro. Like, how many times you gonna post some third shit before we just want to see it? You get me? Now, like, people gonna make that sound creepy, this and third, but, bro, that's just a normal thought. What were you saying again?
I was just saying, like, I don't know. It seems like people are... their
okay.
motive...
Yeah. So you're saying that, like, all you gotta do is ignore it, right? All right, bet.
Yeah.
So that goes viral, right? The whole Kylie Jenner thing, right? Like, oh, shit. Yo, this nigga you a grown-ass man. How is he talking like this? Whatever, right? Bro, do you know that day the most people follow me on Instagram? Like, it's one of those things where, like, bro, this is why people don't realize how dumb they are. Even with Trump, even with 6ix9ine, bro. Like, if you don't like some shit, you gotta learn to ignore it. That's the power you have. The power is to choose what you...
Silence can go a long way.
I'm telling you. Yo... Like some people be like, yo, Ak is punching at the ear of Nav. No, I don't like the nigga. So I don't want to give him no attention when he's selling something. You know, if I was talking about Nav actively and hating on him during that week, he sold 137. I promise you he sells 150. I promise you he sells 150. Again, by the way, his sales is good. But I promise you he sell more. Because in reality, if you don't like something, you're not supposed to empower it with energy.
Yeah.
But some people think that because the energy they're giving something is hate,
negative,
it's not going to manifest, or it could not be used to still power the same thing. It
Yeah.
happens, bro. Like, yo, I looked at it, and I even look at like 6ix9ine, but even like Donald Trump. Yo, Donald Trump really won that election off capitalizing off a free press. Like, if you look at the campaign spending, and I'm going back to 2016 when he won the election. When you look at like what every other campaign spent on advertisements, on TV, radio, posters, stickers, compared to what Donald Trump did, Donald Trump only started doing more at the end. At first, he was just gaining organic promotion by him doing dumb shit, and people like CNN was so focused on the nigga they claimed to hate. They were almost putting it in people's minds that, to keep it real, like we don't even know too much about the other candidates. We just know we hate this one nigga. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's not how shit works. You get me? And to the point now, yo, I feel like
Trump's winning again, bro.
Bro, I think
If
he's
it
gonna win
keeps
by a
going how it is,
landslide.
he's getting again.
I think he's gonna win by a landslide
Because literally,
I think
they mess.
I
No,
think
my
niggas
bad.
was capping about like not really liking him. I think certain people, you know, recently he ain't been getting on black people, so I think there's mad people, black people who like him. I think he might win the black vote because when he was like commenting on a lot of police killing back then, niggas like, whoa, this nigga really on whatever. Then we get to see he one of them niggas. He hate everybody. He don't like Mexicans. He don't like Chinese people. He don't like nobody. But the thing is, which I know it sucks because in the perfect world, everybody want to live in a perfect world. You get to respect the nigga because at least he don't be capping. These other niggas be lying like hell. Like, yo, I see Hillary Clinton pull out hot sauce out of her purse. I'm like, bitch, please. Yo, I see, like, Joe Biden, like, low-key, I feel like
It's just pandering.
I feel like if me and Joe Biden was in the same room 2 centuries ago, he would try to capture me as a slave, bro. He not gonna say that. Some of these things, like, I don't know them. I know their talking points, but I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately, bro. We gotta like know a little bit about you. Like, what type of person are you? Like, what's your temperament? You know what I mean? It's not only about talking points. And these days, the issues niggas is running on is probably the least. Like, it matters the least. Like, people want somebody who could relate and not lying to them.
Yeah. A lot of the candidates also mess up where they talk so much about, how they're not Trump or like what Trump is doing wrong, but like you never talk about what you can do like for the country. You're only talking about what Trump is doing wrong. So nobody ever knows what your plan is if we do elect you. We only really know what Trump is doing. So like
Facts, bro. Facts. I'm telling you.
that's a lot. That's why the Democrats they just gotta hold this L 4 more years with Trump. Unless something changes. Like you gotta have like an Obama type candidate to come in and really because Joe Biden is not that.
Hey, you know what's so crazy? I'm already calling it, right? By the way, I don't do too much politics talk. Like, by the way, by the way, salute to Charlemagne too. I told you whatever issues we ever had, like we definitely talked those out. And by the way, if you know, Charlemagne is giving a lot of credit. He knows like my only thing was that like I just wanted. Like, I look up to you as a mentor and shit like that. Like, I could take criticism, but, and by the way, he criticized me recently, and I thought about it. And shit, I would probably reach out to him and continue that conversation. But, like, I was getting a hater vibe, like, at times from him. I was like, damn, man, like, this is somebody who I came up looking for. I remember when he got, like, an MTV show, I was so happy. I don't know exactly what happened with that, but I'm always exuding, like, damn, yo, he's killing it. And I remember I would see him criticize me publicly. You feel me? And I would never, ever hear him be like, yo, damn, that was dope. You know what I mean? Or, like, give me a little bit of props. And I was like, all right, man. I don't know if that's, like, just self-awareness. Like, be like, yo, let me try to play this nigga publicly. But, he definitely changed that stance and he patched that up. But he talks a lot about politics. I don't really try to get too much about politics. But he was talking about the importance of growth. He was like, yo, bro. It's like, I don't want to be talking about Tekashi every day on the radio. It's like, yo, that's kind of like your thing. Or he's like, I don't want to talk about none of these newer rappers. Like, he told me the dopest thing. He said, I'm trying to help get like a president elected, which I thought, shit, that's the ultimate form of power. But just thinking about how politics is, I've already called it. Fuck the next 4 years. He's clearly going to be the president. His son is going to be the president in the next 8 years. That's what I'm calling. I'm going to tell you why. there are certain families that you will realize become religions in American history. The Bush family is a religion. Niggas who love their guns, niggas who love war, they identify and they fuck with Bush, that lineage of thought. That's why George Bush was gonna get elected after his daddy got elected. It's like once the daddy appealed to those like kind of far right or it doesn't even have to be like on some left right wing type of shit. Once you have people that fuck with you like that, your son, they know they're gonna get the same shit. People fuck with Trump now, he can't get more than 8 years. They know if they get his son, they're gonna get the same thing. So they're gonna give his son like 8 years, like maybe get a Democrat for like 8 years, then they're gonna bring his son back. That's promise you. I promise you that's gonna happen. If you think one of his sons not about to run, you crazy. And
damn.
What do you think about that? I'm looking at the chat.
I mean, I understand what you're saying with the Bush thing, but I think Trump is a little different.
Y'all let me talk about that. Yo, I ain't gonna elaborate. Yo, you kind of have to think a little bit about politics and like what's going on right now, bro. Go ahead.
Trump might be the outlier. Like, I don't think another Trump will get elected. I feel like they like this Trump, but I don't think his son will be like, exude the same type of like not caring, being like hella authentic nature that Trump has. Because that's the one thing that people like admire him for. He just gives it how it is, even if it's not PC or whatever. Like, I don't think anyone else in his family can do that but him.
I agree, but this is the reason why I'm still gonna say it's going to happen, right? Because it's like the Clintons. When niggas, even though Bill did some fucked up shit back then, we still identify the Clintons as like, yo, that was a pretty good. We called the nigga the first black president. I don't even think Hillary gets as far as she does if she doesn't have the Clinton name. She was senator of New York for a while. Then even though Obama like battled with her like during the primaries, like Obama put her in a good position. Like she's gotten that respect that she ran against Obama, and to keep it real, niggas was thinking about her running. You know what I mean? So it's like I think that last name people identify with because of the times it created. Everybody who thought that Clinton held like Bill held it down, you're thinking the same thing. His wife gonna hold it down. You feel me? Like, bro, they're two different branches of pretty much the same tree. Like, shit, they're fucking married. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, to be honest, I think, even though I don't think their family name holds that much weight in the political community, and I don't think she has political aspirations, I think Michelle Obama could do some shit, but I don't think she has that political aspiration. She want to write books and just get mad money. You feel me? Like,
yeah, I don't think she'll run.
I see some shit she made like, bruh, she made like 100 and something million off some wild shit. Bro. I was like, oh shit, you feel me? Like she living a life. So you know what I mean? She probably like politics. I seen her like Barack got old and gray. I'm good. I'm gonna just sit here, get the shmoney, and just write about some shit and dance to Beyonce. Fuck it. I ain't mad at her.
Shit, that's the way to go, low key. If you don't have to do it, like, there's no point in going into it. It's just a lot of like, extra you don't need to be associated with.
Facts. But anyway, I don't want to make this like the political stream because I know niggas is like, you get on some old ass shit. Let's get to the bullshit, man. What else is going on Twitter? Yo, Twitter hates me, though. Yo, chat, what could I do for Twitter to like me? You know what I gotta do? I gotta like fist fight a nigga while he's about to rape a chick. Like, get the fuck out of here and just like violate him. Be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like something like that, right?
Nah, they're still gonna hate you, bro.
Nah, they gotta like me after that. They got to like me after that, bro.
Well, let me ask you this, bro. Like, you see the comment section talking about like the whole McDonald's jokes. You've even touched on it before.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're gonna like consider working out? Because the second that happens,
I'm gonna lie to you. I am. You see, I've never gone hard though. Like even right now, like you know what I mean. Like about every day or day, you know what I mean. I'm doing a bunch of stairs. You know, like going to a park, you know what I mean, doing some cardio and shit like that. I've still not adopted the idea of a trainer yet, though. You feel me?
Got you.
But I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. That's like, I've realized it's a mentality thing with me. You get me? Like, I literally still live like I'm in college, and because of that, like, it doesn't really. Number one, my sleep schedule's still ass. Number two, like, the food I'm eating is like really like, what I mean? It's not. I won't say even unhealthy, but like it's not like consistent or like even balanced, right? So that's what I was thinking. I'm like, yo, bro, one of the things I gotta do, and I remember one time, like, credit to Joe. Joe was like, yo, Ak, you're making too much money to just be like living like you're in college. Like, I should just get like a fucking chef and like a trainer. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? I think that's a part of me growing up. Like, part of me, like, kind of even transitioning out of this apartment mindset. Bro, to keep it real, I literally live like I'm in college. And really, I should start having a home, start taking shit serious in terms of being a businessman, being an adult. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie, I live just like a big-ass kid. Like, I keep telling y'all, I would not invite my mom over here. I would have to do at least 2 days worth of cleaning. Or else
You gotta
she would
link
be...
up. You gotta link up with whoever trained Big Sean, because I don't know what happened to him when he was like gone for that little year and a half, and he came
Wait,
back.
you don't got no bird chest no more?
Huh?
You don't got no bird chest no more?
No.
Oh, hell nah.
Bro, he's like built now. Like,
you're lying.
It's insane. You can check his Instagram. Like, that little period where he was gone, like, he just got his body right, got everything right.
For real?
Yeah. You can look up Big Sean before and after on Google or something. Probably find it.
Oh shit. Maybe it's Janae. Maybe it is Janae.
Nah, I think they were. I don't even think they were dating at that point.
I mean, hey, listen. As the quarantine like continues, I've lost like. Wait. You see, dudes don't really say this. This is like girl stuff. Like, girls will like go on a diet and start working out and be like, yo, I want to lose 2 pounds a day. I'm like, I be looking like chicks like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, when I take a shit, I lose like 5 pounds. I kid you not. Like, yo, it's drastic. You know what I mean? It's like, as a dude, I think I lost like 4 pounds, but I don't even consider it. I'm like, yo, man, shit, I might just drink some Henny and that might be back on. I don't know about that.
Right.
So, like, I wouldn't consider no progress until I lose like 10. You feel me? Like, girls fluctuate like that. You ever see girls be like, I lost 2 pounds? Like, yo, bitch, what are you talking about? Like, if I fart, I might lose like 2 pounds. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this shit is, you know what I mean? But yeah, no. Of course. And also, like, here's the thing. Like, I think even with like those jokes or whatever, like,
they don't get you at all.
There'll always be a joke. Like, you gotta realize, like, the joke history, right? So it used to be like, yo, like, kind of like, that's where some of the meme pages kind of came from. Academics, the type of nigga era, you get me? Like, and it used to be like, yo, they would just make fun of, like, shit, me making fun of, I'm like, yo, I'm just on that pussy nigga shit, you feel me? Like, the pussy nigga association. And that's where the joke first started at. And then it's just always been something where there's a joke about me, you get me? So,
you remember when Drake was getting clowned heavy, like back in the day? Like, it was bad.
Do you think that Drake did get buffed though? Pause. He did get buffed. Do you think that? I think when you get buffed, the joke stop or everything? Because they weren't even clowning for like how he.
Nah, it was the Drake like, type of nigga soft, like bro. Things.
Yeah, they used to do that.
And then it evolved into you and like and then they just like replaced whoever's name out with, to fit the scenario or whatever. But
then they did hairline. Yeah, they did hairline. I ain't gonna lie though, it didn't fuck me up when Joe said Drake got ab surgery. I'm like, yo, stop it. Whoa, what's ab surgery, bro? Like, yo, what are we doing?
Bro, they said he had lip surgery. Like in all his photos when he does that little duck lip face. I don't even know what it is, but nigga, he does it in like every photo.
Where the fuck you see that info? Lip surgery. Like, yeah, come on.
Bro, hey, it's the internet. I don't know.
He got some Kylie Jenner shit done?
I'm not saying anything, bro. I may have just read that, but don't take my word as bond. I already got lip surgery.
Oh man, I'm looking at this chat. Maybe the waters are getting a little still. You know what I mean? I haven't talked to Joe since, I addressed a few things on here. I don't know. Maybe he took it nice. I was listening to something that someone sent to me recently, and instead of like just he was sourcing everyday struggle, and instead of shitting on it, he actually he didn't like big it up, but like he just spoke neutrally. And I was like, okay, maybe you know what I
Y'all
mean.
plan on doing like a reunion? It doesn't
Um,
have to be on Everyday Struggle, but like maybe like a one-off, you know.
Shit, no, I would definitely love to, like, first of all, I like to be in a space where I would do content with there's a lot of brilliant minds and, like, creatives. And I think me and Joe, there's a special thing there. There's a
Mm-hmm.
special thing there. And I could tell you there's a special thing there because when we've just been in rooms together, like, bro, like, it's natural content. You feel me? It's like, yo, we used to just, like, and by the way, off camera at Everyday Struggle never used to be, like, on camera. And shit, like, the producers would be like, shit, we need to tape this because it would just be a dynamic there. So, there is something there, absolutely. And also, I do think Joe is a very talented entertainer, too. Um, I've always said, I think I've improved. Like, shit, I wish she could be debating with this version of me instead of, like, the nigga who I was panicking sometimes, chat. And I was like, because when I went up on that bitch at first, I was like, all right, cool. All I gotta do, I'm gonna just do kind of like how I do a YouTube video. And then it was like, nah, nigga, you sitting here live and you gotta talk back and shit. We'll get you off your talking points. And we'll just ask you, you know what I mean? Like, we'll just get you razzled that, you know what I mean? You just get out of, So,
Mm-hmm.
I think I've learned and gotten better at that, and I wish it could be this version, but I'm so good, we made history. So, I'm proud of him. If we never work again, I'm it is what it is. But I do, bro. I be humble with that type of shit. Like I have so much appreciation for like those dudes. Like like shit. I don't know if I ever know. Like me and Charlemagne was supposed to do a show. It wasn't because of him or me or whatever. It was supposed to be something with MTV at one point. But like whenever the time comes or whenever it could be, I'm super down. That's why I always like. You see with personalities, I hate when they just like randomly just try to have issues with me because I don't ever be sitting here just hating on niggas, bro. If I ever see me just sitting here and I'll be like, yo, man, that one nigga, man, that nigga whack. You know why it is? Because I'm very comfortable with the platform I have. Like shit. I don't get my feelings. There's bad people who used to like me a lot, and they be like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, we kind of met Joe after through Everyday Struggle, and a lot of his content matches what we on. We fuck with you still, but he our new favorite. I don't get mad at that, bro. I got a great audience of people who like me. I'm never mad at any type of collaboration or like any way with that type of shit. Like all those people, like I was happy for the time I worked with Star. You know what I mean? Like that's why I be just getting pissed when niggas leave a situation and they just start talking shit. You
Yeah.
feel me? Because I would do that. But also,
Hey,
like, most of these niggas I kind of grew up like, yo, oh, damn. Y'all used to listen to Star, like, on the way to school. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say you definitely have improved, like on the interview aspect, like when you have guests over or guests on the show, like
I
because
appreciate
I
that.
kind of watched the evolution of it, and it's just gradually gotten better. So, yeah, salute for that.
Thank you for that. Listen, I'm one of those people, too. Like, I am a work in progress. I'm trying, Yo, I wish I could see this Young Boy interview. Oh, my God. Yo, the Young Boy interview. Well, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If y'all watch the Young Boy interview, knowing how the internet is and I know how people content is, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not fucking in the dark. Y'all gonna be like, yo, act, try to go Joe on it. Because, like, low key, it was like a therapist type of shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I give Joe a lot of, props for, like, him trying to get on this therapist shit with a lot of these artists. But it was one of those type of interviews. So,
So, like, why is he? You still need him for like the go ahead or whatever. Like, he needs to okay it before it gets released.
yeah, and also, like, his cameraman has, like, certain files. Like, it's kind of complicated. But, like, also,
Gotcha.
it's one of those things where, like, when you have a relationship with someone, like, he flew out to do the interview for his album. The interview wasn't about just, okay, all right, what's going on at the moment. It was just some really, like, let's get to know you and why you are like how you are, and for whatever reason, he said, yo, nah, I don't even need this interview for promo. He's like, yo, I'm gonna hold on to this. He said, let's hold this content for something else, and then when I figure out, I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, honestly, he said he watches every day, and he was like, yo, honestly, I feel like this is something that should be. He's like, yo, don't you feel like this should be released like when I die? And I'm like, no, the fuck, drop it down. And he was like, yo, I don't know, man. I feel like it explains it all. And I'm like, okay.
So essentially, that shit's not coming out for like 10 years.
No. I don't think that's what's gonna be. You know, I told him, I was like, yo, this is what's gonna happen. The interview was a little eerie because he was talking to me like, yo, he's gonna die in a few months. It was tripping me out. Like, I promise you, like, in the interview was tripping me out because it was almost like a last confession type of shit. Like, the whole vibe of the interview, you know? And it was kind of like, you know, most of the interview I was trying to talk to him like, bro, why are we on death so much, you know? Yeah. But it's weird to explain if you guys ever see it. I was telling him, I'm like, yo, bro, in 2 years we're gonna have a conversation, and some of the shit you even said on this interview, you're gonna be like, yeah, nah, that was bullshit. I've grown. So I'm like, you're 20, bro. You're 20. But we'll see. You know, like conversations like that is gonna happen. You know, and I hope to get more. You know, like the gossipy stuff. That's cool. And you know me, I love some bullshit. But I think part of my evolution is kind of figuring out, you know, like, you know, even some of the conversation, it was an interview, but conversations I had with, you know, Juice WRLD and, you know, him talking about, you know, how he feels, like, there was a sense of unhappiness, you know, in certain places with him. Mm-hmm. Like, most of these younger artists, they sing and rap about shit that, you know, maybe a little Xan capping, even though I don't think he's capping. But how do you how do you interview Uzi and talk about why he be saying certain shit on Twitter that creeps or freaks people out, or why is he into worshiping the devil? How do you get a really deep interview about that without a nigga just basically just shrugging it off? You know, because these are actually things that these niggas are going through. You know? Yeah. And I think for me, like, you know, I've been trying to expand a little bit to be a little bit more than yo, so young boy, yo, what you feel about Kodak? You know what I mean? Like, that's bad easy. Like, we get that in tweets and comments all the time. So, you guys will see it at some point. You guys definitely will see it at some point. You know what I mean? I just wish you guys could have saw it already. You feel me?
Gotcha.
Somebody said, but Uzi, though. Well, you got to realize, yo, what people don't realize at times is that, man, a lot of times, sometimes these artists, they put out, like, sometimes they're going through shit, and sometimes they're battling demons. And whether the demons is created by drugs or not. Like, these niggas, trust me, a lot of times when you see, like, Uzi tweeting shit, at least me kept it real about it. When you used to see Meek go on them little rants or whatever, like, people was like, yo, that's Meek being real. No, that's Meek being high. You know, now he says it. But, like, a lot of times these artists, when they're expressing themselves like that and you're confused, sometimes they're only expressing themselves even that you can see it because they're off something. But it doesn't mean that something isn't going on there. You know what I mean? Like, these niggas are self-medicating. So, it's all good.
You got any more interviews lined up kind of like that? Or
I ain't gonna lie, I did shrug off an interview. Not really shrug off, but I couldn't do it before the quarantine. I should have, me and Blueface should have had a talk. And you know who hit me up recently to have a talk? Lil TJ. Which I am going to sit down with Lil TJ. I like Lil TJ. I like Lil TJ. I don't know.
You should try to get Uzi. I don't know how hard that would be, but
I'm going to be honest with you. So, again, I don't know. We didn't get too much into it, but there was contact. There was people that reached out to me, but that's before his album got deleted again. Like a month before his album came out, I guess there was a date, and they had reached out to me saying that they wanted me to do something with Uzi. And only thing I could think about is a conversation, like, unless maybe there was something else they had in mind. Now, this didn't come from Uzi, but just people around him. So, if you ask me, I think maybe, you know, it could have happened. It didn't, but, you know, hopefully it happens in the future. I think that would be great. You know? Like, I mean, shit. of all the people though who would want to even have a conversation, truth be told, like I thought Young Boy would be the last. You feel me? And we did that. So you know what I mean? Maybe we could get the Uzi. You feel me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes it's hard to gauge rappers. Like, you look at their music, and then like who they are. Sometimes like night and day. Like, and some of the artists are like, I don't know. I've watched some interviews where I'm like, where is the personality? Like, where is it? You know, it's just kind of like devoid.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to gauge. But real talk. When are you gonna have kids, bro?
Whoa. What the fuck?
I'm dead serious.
When am I gonna have kids?
Yeah, bro. Are you planning?
I've seen that in the comments. Is that actually a thing? Because I don't want kids, bro. I kid you. Yo, let me tell you this. Like, the less responsibility, and I guess maybe because like my life isn't like very formalized and like normalized. I guess you get me. Like I don't. I look at kids, even pets, as one more thing that's gonna fucking distract me. You get me? And I haven't gotten on like, yo, let's have a family type shit. You get me? Like it's I don't know. And I'm not one of them niggas that who can just like have mad baby mamas. You feel me? Like I don't know.
All right. What about like, let's say 7 years from now?
Do other YouTube? Maybe I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, maybe. Now 7 years from now, I think probably. You know, like if it's anything I've been interested in, is like how I'll grow. You know, because I'm watching like Charlemagne grow this and third. And I'm watching, you know, like I think he's grown gracefully. You know, he's like, bro, Charlemagne could still be the nigga who's fucking just try to cuss out or get that moment with every rapper. You know? But like, shit, he's doing some shit that people who might have fucked with him for a little mama interview or what's that? The interview with Buffy the Body. Or shit, the interview with Chick, you might be like, nah, bro, you're not like that no more. You're not savage. You're not just clowning niggas no more. You feel me? And I think that's part of growth, bro. Like, you can't just do the same shit all the time. And shit, you know, like, as me and him was talking about growth the other day, he said some real shit to me. He was like, yo, act. He was like, yo, trust me. Like, grow naturally. Like, you don't gotta force nothing, but do what you feel is really interesting to you and where your growth is at, as opposed to what you know works. He's like, yo, just imagine. He's like, yo, how long? And he knew this shit. He's like, yo, how long have you stopped doing the War in Chirac? He's like, imagine if you were in 2020 still trying to do the War in Chirac, bro. You think, he said, the same people who love it and they still remember that as a moment, they will look at you as like, yo, corny. Like, bro, like, you have to be able to say,
Evolve.
okay, this had its time, I'm evolving. And that's true. You get me?
Yeah.
So
that's kind of like the same thing with Drake almost, or not even Drake alone, but all musicians. Like, fans hold on to the old content, but they can't just make the same thing over and over. You can't have Drake make 7 more Take Cares. Like, that's kind of like done. Now, I don't like want him to do that, and that goes for like. It applies to everything else.
I'm glad you said that, but don't everybody want like another Take Care? I feel like the standard of album from Drake is give us another Take Care. But remember what I was mentioning at the end of like last stream, right? I remember mentioning it, but I didn't really get into it too much. And I was saying a dope conversation which I had with a very high up, very important, but very perceptive industry person was that, yo, think about Drake's career. They're like, yo, Drake is at a crossroad because the people who grew up with them, they either want to Take Care or they want his content to age. Like, I'm like maybe sorry, yo, whoever I hung up on, I'm gonna call you back. I'm sorry, I'm just in the middle of a thought. So the people who were 20 when Take Care came out, yo, they're about to be 30. If you were 25 when Take Care came out and that defined your life at that moment, you're about to be like 35. Like, it's been almost 10 years since Take Care. So, like, if you're thinking about where your fans are when you drop Take Care versus where they are now, like, a 25-year-old dude probably just got out of college. He's fucking a bunch of bitches. He's trying to find, you know what I mean, the one. So he's going through, yo, I'm in the strip clubs now. I'm dating kind of casually. You 35, you might now have a girl for 2-3 years. could you still be relating to all that shit? It might remind you of that time in your life, but does that really still relate? So this was a crossroad that supposedly Drake is kind of at as well, right? It's like again, I'm sorry to Skype call. I'm gonna call you back. Um, are you gonna age with your audience, right? Like Drake should be making songs about his kids. But do I really want Drake to make a song about his daughters? Nah.
Hell
I
no.
want you to act like the single dude that don't give a fuck that you came to the club with a couple hundreds in your wallet and a fucking 3-pack of condoms slipped in the part where your ID's at. You feel me? Anything could happen. And you're going through these relationships just casually, not thinking about like, yo, who you gonna settle down with or who you gonna be with, right? That's what we want from Drake. But Drake is like, let me see how old is Drake. Drake is like 32, right? How old is Drake?
33 maybe.
Yeah, he's 33. He's turning 34 this year. You feel me? Like, if Drake is giving us 26-year-old content, does it really hit the same? And here's the thing too, like Hotline Bling. He dropped Hotline Bling when he's like 29. You feel me? Hotline Bling at 29, cool. It worked. It for those millennial generation who's on Twitter, like that shit was the meme gift culture. In a sense, he tried to, drop a silly song, Tootsie Slide, and he tried to appeal to the TikTok audience. But then the TikTok audience looking at him like, yo, Drake, like, we like you, we don't love you. Like, we didn't grow up on Take Care. Like, the 15-year-old right now who likes YoungBoy did not grow up on Take Care. Take Care came out when they were 5.
Yeah.
You get me? You understand what type of, like this happens. Like, aging is a part of all of this shit, right? Like, you're not even thinking that, yo, how old is Future? How old is Future?
Future's old.
36. Like, to keep it real, Future's numbers had better look good this time. Or you know what niggas gonna say? He fell off. He in love with Lori Harvey. He not that young wild nigga that just that just sip lean and he on some trap nigga shit. You know what I mean? Like, he not that guy no more. Like niggas only want to be like Future right now because they thinking about hard on thoughts. Niggas not,
Yeah.
shit changes. You feel me? Young Thug
Future
don't
doesn't
have
even
that in
rap
their
like his
50s.
age.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. As an artist, you're going to come to that crossroad where are you going to make age-appropriate content? And what I mean age-appropriate is like, yo, what's your life like? You see, Future told us, but he ain't really tell us. Future said, yo, I don't take lean like that no more. At one point he did. But he's scared to
Fully
mature
go
the
into it.
conversation. And he tried it because when he came out saying that, he dropped Hendrix. Or it was around that time, and then he dropped the EP Save Me. You get me? No, that's before the EP. No, he dropped Hendrix, and he dropped The Wizard, and The Wizard didn't connect. The Wizard didn't connect. I don't care if y'all liked it. Future's a phenomenally talented artist, if you ask me, but he didn't connect. And that was his attempt of, let me try to give y'all some music that ain't all about my lead addiction. You feel me? So you know what he did? You listen to Life is Good? You listen to this other shit? He's back talking about lean. He realized, fuck rapping about, like, he not taking lean like that still. And he probably laid low off of the Juice WRLD shit. Like, let me not have niggas just be like, yo, Future got another hit record about lean. Let me chill real quick. You know, by the way, he did an album with Juice WRLD, World on Drugs. But he just kind of chilled back, then he popped back out again. He's still, you listen to his lyrics, he's still talking about codeine in his veins. You know what I mean? Like, he's still on this shit. Now, he's not going as hard as he did with, like, Codeine Crazy. Like, Codeine Crazy, like, y'all remember when, like, in essence, Jeezy was promoting cocaine when he said the snowman. Like, that's, it's a symbolic promotion of a hard drug. You know what I mean? Except he was making it kind of cool and like, yo, we moving it. Future was making codeine a thing. Dirty Sprite. It was a symbolic, overt promotion of drugs. This time around, because the climate has changed, he realizes that niggas don't want to hear that he ain't on it. So he still puts it in the music. He just ain't gonna have like, yo, He ain't gonna name his project Dirty Sprite 3, and you know what I mean, like Codeine Crazier. You feel me? He ain't gonna do that, but he's still rapping about the same shit. He's just putting it, you know what I mean? Because all these rappers, they trying to still be cool. Future 36, he don't want to talk about, like, you know, Future sent 3 tweets out to like 7 baby mamas. Future don't want to make one song about the kids. Like, think about it. He got a new kid. Like, if anything, he know he got to keep up that image, the cool shit that we still fuck with, and you could tell. The fans tell you what they think is cool. Yo, Future, he hard on thoughts, misogynistic. Future is head over heels in love. He gave Lori one shout out that he talked about a bag of bitches on the rest of the tape. Let's keep it true.
I think that's what you were getting at with when you were talking about 21, when people got on your ass for it. But like when you're saying
Bingo.
No one wants to hear the financial Jay-Z-esque type of music, how to invest your funds, like that's good information. But from you, like most of your fans want to hear what they've been listening to. That's not like necessarily a bad thing to say.
What's your name?
In the chat, Southside.
What name? Southside?
Yeah, Southside.
Bro, these, by the way, if you're randomly or you're new to my stream, these are the conversations that I want y'all to see me have. Because, you know, salute to my man Southside. He's a chat nigga that gets it. Like, we can have conversation. He gets it. You know, like, you know, what Twitter took that conversation and did, and just, they made it like some really negative thing other than just getting what it actually is. It's like, bro, like, we the fans, truth be told, like, what he's saying is some good shit. You know, like, to keep it real, put it like this. Rappers donating is cool, but to keep it real, we don't want to hear you make a whole song about how you donated to some sick kids. Like, that shit not gonna slap. Like, low-key, we know you for gangster shit. By the way, I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna try to make it clean. I'm glad you just said that. They're gonna still take this out of the way. Meek Mill. Why you think Meek Mill just tweeted out, I'm back on some savage shit? Meek Mill tried. He tried, like, championships. He was trying to code all that violent shit. Yeah, it did good. And yeah, he had some tracks because, you see, Meek is talented with rapping. He's talented with words, too. He could rap from the, like, you know, the place of being oppressed really well. He raps like that really well. But let's not act like some of the songs that y'all love from Meek historically ain't him talking about being that nigga that's on the prowl. Like, again, I think he tried to mature his shit because, you know, he's part of Prison Alliance, this, that, and third Reform Alliance. He's hanging with Robert Kraft. What's the dude from the Sixers? That co-founder guy. He's hanging with a lot of, like, billionaires. You hear him be tweeting about that. He tried the song, I think, what is it called? Like, Believe or something like that? He tried the song with Justin Timberlake, and the shit didn't work. You know why? Because niggas want that rowdy shit from him, man. Niggas want to niggas want to hear how he's masked up, riding around Philly. That's what niggas want to hear. That's just the facts of life. I'm sorry. My thing is that everybody act hypocritical to it. And also, here's the thing. That is going to be a little bit hypocritical to his message. Unless he comes out and says, yo, I ain't going to lie, I got to still rap about this and third. But I got to rap about it to keep my platform, to educate them on this other shit. That makes sense. Same with 21. Yo, I still got to rap about, you know, shining this and third and being do my thing. And then when they watch my interview, I'm going to get them game. That's how it is, bro. It's putting the medicine in the candy. Like, niggas, like to keep it real, you could put the strongest fucking medicine in like some little gummy worms. Oh, niggas eat that shit like no problem. Yeah. You put it in a fucking hard ass tablet that a nigga got to drink a liter of water just to swallow that shit. Pause. Yeah, niggas ain't gonna. Yo, you gotta just link the medicine with the shit you know niggas want to eat. You feel me? Trust me, this coronavirus shit. All they gotta do, if they find a cure, inject it into the formula for the Popeyes chicken sandwich. I promise you, half a day, the whole United States is cured.
Bruh. That's wild.
Tell you. But, hey, that's how shit is. So, watch. Meek Mill, next album, he gonna be talking that street stuff. I think he gonna be talking that street stuff. He gonna have a couple records where he's talking about being oppressed and kind of like some Justice Reform Alliance type stuff. But he gonna be talking about, yo, because I think people looking at him too, they'll be like, yo, how old is Meek Mill? Let me Google that. I think he's younger than. I think he's 33. He's 33.